acts of service was how I grew up, and that's how my family showed love, just always being there and making really grand, selfless decisions. And, I try to live my life like that today. Acts of service is probably still one of my love languages, top two for sure. I like to host. I like to, provide for my friends and family and, just be there.
Now, I love quality time with my friends. So that's why you're probably like, what? You be out to dinner with this one, which I do. But at some point, someone's getting neglected, right? So that's what I'm saying. It's hard for me to kind of, and I've noticed that, hence why lately, which is really, this is how you're like being in your 30s is different when it comes to your friendships. And I've realized that.
Welcome to Her Side of the Story. This is the podcast where sister friends tell their side of the story about relationships, lifestyle challenges, and triumph. Here are your hosts, Ray and Ash.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Her Side of the Story with your favorite sister friends. We're so happy to be back for this episode. You already know we're about to get into a good one today because we're talking about love languages and how they show up in romance, how they show up in friendships and in life. So I'll start real quick with the official 5. If you don't know what love languages are, we have words of affirmation, quality time, acts of service, receiving gifts, and physical touch. And those 5 get talked about all the time, but let's be really real. Sometimes love doesn't fit neatly into those categories. Sometimes your love language is something else completely.
I agree, Ray. And love languages aren't just about, like Ray said, romantic relationships. They show up in our friendships, in our families, even at work sometimes. And if you don't realize that, you feel unloved when actually people are loving you just not the way you wanted. So let's get into today's episode, Ray.
Yeah, so we're unpacking that, the love languages we grew up with, the ones that are hard for us, and even the ones we had to create for ourselves because the book didn't get covered. So let's get into it.
Okay, I'm going to start with this question for you, Ray. If you had to write your own bonus love language outside of these 5 that we named, what do you think it would be?
That's so hard. I almost want to say something like grace. I know it's a weird one or just like a weird adjective, but I think in friendships and in romantic relationships and family relationships, sometimes we don't give each other that we need. I don't think it's easily recognized that we need to extend grace. So if I had a love language that I would want people who interact with me that are, close to me and my loved ones, I want them to give me grace. I'm not perfect all the time. And also too, like, I be having a lot of stuff going on. Like literally, it's been a marathon just today and this week. And it's like, hey, like, give me a little bit, give me 30 minutes. I'll get back to you. Don't get upset. I can't get to you right now and vice versa. So that's what I would want, Grace. What about you?
Mine would be, I guess I would say like checking in.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, like just, even if we're not having a full conversation, just a quick like, hey girl, thinking of you, love you, hope your week is going well. Chat with you soon. I feel like we don't do those enough as people. And even like we spoke about in one of our last episodes, basically like how because of social media, we feel like we're so connected to people. In one of our episodes, we were talking about that. And I think because of that, we don't check in on people. Right. And then we delay like, oh, like we said, you can cancel so easily on someone. So then, therefore, then you don't check on them. You don't know until you see them in person. But I think it goes a long way. I think mine would be like just checking in, like, hey, girl, how are you? Checking on you, seeing how you're doing. How's your family? Like just little stuff like that. That would be one of mine that I feel like gets left out.
I love that you brought that up. I'll just have to say you do great with checking in. Like you really, really do. And I've noticed lately like how good you've been checking in. And I'm like, I want to adopt that. So I'm glad you brought it up today because I'm just like, yeah, I need to check in on people more, even if it's just shooting a quick text like, hey, I hope your day is going well. Do you need anything? Are you okay? I'm literally
That's a
just
good one.
typing that. Are you okay? Just, yeah. So I love that.
Yeah, that's a good one. Even a good example of this is one of my girlfriends is dealing with some health issues with their parent, and she posted something. And outside of social media, I texted her separately and was like, how did this go? I saw you posted it. And she was like, oh my God, thank you. She's like, I'm tired. I was like, I'm sure. I was like, you got this. I'm praying for you. If you need help, let me know. Because I didn't know that event was happening until she posted it in her close friends. But not just me looking at it on her close friends and putting like the sad emoji. I like, come, you know what I mean? Like reached out to her. And I think it mattered and it made her day even more special, especially on a day where she was just like tired and feeling down. So yes, girl, we got to check in.
Yeah. So shifting gears a little bit, talking about family. When you look back, which love language do you think showed up most in your family growing up?
Lord, now we're getting into family. So I don't know. I'm African. And it's always been said like Africans are not the best at like expressing love. Like, I love you, or verbally expressing it. So I would say for me, definitely acts of service. Yeah, acts of service. The sacrifices my parents made to like give me the life that I have. You know what I mean? To me, that's a holistic act of service. Me going to private school when there's public school, you know what I mean? Which means they had to do certain things to get me to private school. Enrolling me in sports or whatever activity I wanted to do. That's an act of service, right? They're going to have to leave whatever they're doing or not do something they want to do to get me to this activity. Going on trips, right? Planning vacations for me at such a young age that now traveling for me is just like embedded in me, right? Like places that people go as adults. I'm like, oh, I went there I had a passport when I was 2. You know what I mean? So like just acts of service to me was if I'm talking about my immediate family, it's the way of showing their love for me, for sure. I definitely think that my mom was always, I would say, better with like the I love yous, even to today. Like I don't get off the phone without saying I love you. My dad would say it in more refined ways, but he'd be like, well, I could go to him like, I need you to pay for this. He'd be like, okay, and give me the money. You know what I mean? I know that was his way of saying like, as a father, I love you.
Yeah.
And I'm doing this for you because I love you. And I'm sacrificing instead of eating lunch, maybe today out, I'm giving you this money to go register to do that computer class you want to do, whatever it was. I would say acts of service for sure. And one more I would say would be physical touch. My parents always hugged me, like big hugs, and even my cousins, my uncles, my aunts hugs. I remember one of my aunties, I was little, she always used to wear this red lipstick, back in the day, like that bold red in the 90s. And she always kissed me on my cheek, and I hated it because I'm like, oh God, this red lipstick this woman got on me after church all the time. But now when she sees me as I'm gotten older, it's funny. We do like like the French style, like the mwah, mwah, the cheek, kind of way. But it's shown me like from such a young age, people are so excited to see me. And I've adopted that into my life. As you said before, like I'm such a touchy person. I want to hold your hand. I want to touch you. I want to hug you. I want to kiss on you. Da, da, da. So like that is another big one, I would say, for me, or when it comes to love languages, my family displayed. What about you, Ray?
So mine is the same. Exercise.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't even think it's an African thing. I think it might be Black America.
A black thing, yeah.
Oh, Black family thing. Like we need more of the hugs and the kisses and the words of affirmation, honestly. But we're not gonna go there yet. But acts of service for sure. I was raised by my maternal great aunt. So just that sacrifice in itself,
Yes.
to take care of her great nieces, plural, the three of us, is, that's selfless. That's a big act of service. So I'm forever grateful because, I wouldn't be who
The
I am.
ultimate act of service.
Yeah, if that hadn't happened. So yeah, I grew up in educator home, and yeah, she was very busy, but I still had a cooked meal every single night.
Yeah.
And
That part too.
yes, every single night. I also got to, play the sports that I wanted. I never really, I didn't get no's a lot. Also, I think I didn't get no's a lot because I was a good student. But yeah, acts of service was how I grew up, and that's how my family showed love, just always being there and making really grand, selfless decisions. And, I try to live my life like that today. Acts of service is probably still one of my love languages, top 2 for sure. I like to host. I like to, provide for my friends and family and, just be there with a helping hand. So, yeah, that's how I grew up.
Yeah. I think that part about the cooked meal is is crazy. Like how our parents used to go to work, cook the meal, then take us to the sport, and come back and we do the home. It's like, how are you doing this? Y'all are superhumans. Like what?
They never looked tired, or they didn't look like it was bothering them.
No, it's
really the love in it.
Yes. And I definitely think when you say like that's transpired into your adult life, I agree. I definitely think that you love having the people you care about like around you. And like I always said in a previous episode, one of the best meals I can have is when Ray cooks. You know what I mean? Like when my girl throws down in the kitchen, I'm going to eat, I'm going to drink, I'm going to have a good time. So that definitely has passed down onto you for sure. So.
The funny thing about the cooked meals, I don't even like cooking, but I love cooking for my loved ones. It's such a thing. Like that's the act of service. I feel good when I'm doing something for somebody else. Now it's me. I don't eat oodles and noodles no more, but oodles and noodles was fine with me back in the day. Put some water, it'd be good. But like Ashley said, if y'all coming to see me, a full spread.
Charcuterie board at the door.
Perfect start.
Glass of champagne to enter. Yes, while you're having a shower, there's a snack being presented for you. Yes.
That's how it should be. We gotta love and take care of each other.
And I agree. Okay, so now that we touched on family, we love talking about friendship over here. Have you ever had a friendship where you realized y'all were speaking totally different love languages?
I don't know if I'm thinking about us first. I don't think that we speak totally different love languages, but I do know we have different ones. So,
yeah.
As of lately, in our friendship, I've tried to cater more to what I know your love languages are versus mine. Like, I know that first of all, okay, this is TMI. I know that you love physical touch, so TMI. But when we go on vacations, we stay in the same bed and we kind of like we go together on the too. Yeah, I love to snuggle up too, but probably not as much as Ashley. So like at least one night out of the trip, like I'll hold her all night long, or vice versa. I could probably do it out there part, but I know that's what we both need. Yeah. And then Ashley loves gifting. Like she loves gifting. And she's very thoughtful. They're very sentimental. Like I literally have every card she's ever given me because they're so thoughtful. Like I have one that's like an inhaler.
Yeah, I remember inhaler one. Oh my God, that was a good one.
That was a good one. Like, you take my breath away because I have to have my inhaler on every single trip. And then the most recent one was like in the shape of my dog. And I was like, my girl is so thoughtful. So like, I feel like I bumped up my gift giving in recent years.
You have.
Thank you. Because I know that's your love language and I want to make sure I'm catering to you in that way as well. So I don't think we speak different, like totally different, but I think you have to be aware of your friend's love language. Like, and I have other friends who love, let's just say, materials. So I know what to get them, when I'm around. And then I have other friends where they like quality time. So it's pull up on them. So I don't think I've ever speaking totally different love languages from my friends. You just have to take yourself out and notice how they respond and what makes them feel loved.
Yeah.
It's not always the same as mine or yours.
Yeah, that's a good example. I agree, because I feel like yours are words of affirmation. I saying like how proud, which I do, like how proud I am of you, because it's the truth. But I do think, and two, you love quality time / acts of service. Like that, if we could combine that
into one big ball.
Yes, into one big ball, that would be like Ray. Like that is definitely you. So it is, you pay attention. It's like, okay. And like I was like, oh, like even someone the other day, he said to me, he was like, you and Ray see each other like at least once a quarter. I was like, dang, you're right. Yeah. Like, but that's an act of service, taking time to see this person and then also the quality time. Right. So I do think and when you're not there, when you're not around them, reminding them how important they are to you. Is that not words of affirmation is not just boosting someone's head. I think that's what we get confused with, that love language.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I got to, it's being seen. Yes. Like I think people are like, oh, you got to, what she want me to tell her that she pretty no, that's not always what it means. Like, but that's what people think it is. Like, especially no shade to the men, but I think men do when they hear that, they're like, oh, she just want me to tell her, you look good, you look good, you look good. No, that's not what it is.
But for real, what's the problem with that? Tell your woman she look good. If you're listening, fellas, tell your woman she look good. It shouldn't be a problem.
It shouldn't be a problem because she probably look good.
She look good.
She look good. Okay. She looked good. That's like, I went out to a concert yesterday, and when the line was crazy, and we were in the car past the line, and I said to Lily, I said, one thing about Baltimore, Maryland women, we gonna put that ish on, baby. Okay. Every time. Period.
Just know when you step out the house in Maryland, period. Fools better be on.
And the girls were looking, I was like, dang, it looks fabulous tonight. And it was like an outdoor, it was at City Hall, but they looked fabulous. I was like in their sporty wear, some women were dressed up. I was like, yeah, there is nothing wrong. I saw this one girl, her outfit was so good. I was like, girl, you look good. Yeah. She was like, thank you, girl. She's like, wasn't sure. I said, no, girl, you look good. Hair tea, makeup tea, everything, body tea, good. So there is nothing wrong with telling, I agree with you. Someone who you love, who you like, who you even don't even know, like you just see, because it does boost everyone's self-esteem. Let's be real.
It's a lot of people that are suffering from isolation and loneliness. That's all that that you're having with the person. They probably need it. If it's too much to give, it shouldn't.
It shouldn't be. So yeah, I agree. I don't think I've ever spoken totally different love languages than my friends. I just, as like you said, as you get older, you hone in on what they really need. Like, and I think that just comes with time. Like the more time you spend with someone, you're like, okay, this person doesn't really care about the gift. They care about the quality time, right? Like I can come empty-handed. I don't need to bring them anything. I don't even maybe need to give them a birthday gift. A card will do, but the quality time I spent with them on this day is what they cherish more than anything. Or, hey girl, I know you're going on a trip. Don't need to Uber, baby. I'll drive you to the airport. Okay.
Yes.
How stressful. Acts of service. Girl, you told me your flight was at 6 a.m., right? Okay, well, don't worry. I got a car that'll be waiting for you at 4. Yes. Yes, honey. Yes, that's what we do around here. You just need to, and acts of service, just really, helping your friend, helping your loved one. I think it goes a long way.
Well, I'll flip that a little bit. So what love language is the hardest for you to give, would you say?
Quality time. I know people are going to be like, really? The reason I say it's hardest is actually not in terms of me doing the act. It's hardest for me to plan it in terms of I'm busy. in terms of how many days I have out of the week and hours in the day. I think that's why I try to get a lot of my friends together selfishly in one place a lot more often than like individually, because it can get hard for me. Now, I love quality time with my friends. So that's why you're probably like, what? You be out to dinner with this one, which I do. But at some point, someone's getting neglected. Right. So that's what I'm saying. It's hard for me to kind of, and I've noticed that, hence why lately, which is really, this is how you know you're like being in your 30s is different when it comes to your friendships. And I've realized that because I feel like before I would like not categorize, but like put my friends, be like, I can't hang out with this group, with that group. I gotta just hang out with her by herself, not gonna put her with my other 3. Now I'm like, listen, there's an event on the 16th of this month. Who wanna go? That's it.
And you literally invite everybody.
And up. Or don't.
It's always a good time.
And it's always good. So that's where I've learned, like, I'm putting too much pressure on myself to do this. And I do think, yes, you need to spend individual time with your friends. But I think we are living in a society that is so isolated. And as we've talked about before, as we get older, it's so hard to make new friends. Yes. When a lot of my girlfriends, like I've shared, have expressed to me, they want to make new friends. It's hard. They don't know how. They don't, when they go out, nobody talks. Everyone's on their phone. So now I'm kind of using this as a social experiment. And I'm just like, here, everyone, just come. And it's been really good. 2 Fridays ago, we were lit in the house. When you FaceTime me,
yes,
we really were. I was like, girl, what's going on? What's going on? You're like, let me
y'all look fabulous and y'all look like y'all were having fun. I was like, oh man, I was
girl. We had a time in that house, and it was so lovely for one of a woman who I'm getting to have a new friendship with on my own outside of her fiance, who's a friend of me and Lily's. She opened her home up to us, which was very lovely. And I invited really my girlfriends. And it's been lovely. And that just came from us going to one brunch where we had a nice time. And now we're like, literally now we're doing something monthly. Like we literally send the group text, like, I think we need to do this monthly. Like just invite your friends, bring people. It don't matter. So I would say that would be my hardest, but I'm learning. I was putting too much pressure on myself to not put everyone together. Right. Because at the end of the day, if someone loves you and cares for you, all they care about is the time they spent with you. It doesn't matter if it's sometimes individually all the time or in a group, right?
It shouldn't matter.
It shouldn't matter. Exactly. If I want to see Ray, I'm going to see Ray. If there's 3 other people there, who cares? Right. I saw my girl. Like, that's okay. Yeah.
And vice versa.
Exactly. So which one would you say, Ray?
Girl, probably physical touch.
Yeah.
I'm not a touchy person, and I don't really get warmed up for hugs and long embraces until you've been in my life, honestly, for a few years sometimes. Like, I don't know, you like that?
Yeah, you usually do the like little, I remember back in the day, you used to give like the one hand, like, hi.
Or even look, I noticed that honestly, because I don't engage in physical touch at all, literally because I am in a different state. I have maybe 2 friends here. So I don't see people often. It's me working from home, doing my day to day. So when you threw a few weeks ago, I noticed when I left you, I hugged you almost like how I used to hug you. Like,
yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm reverting. Like, I'm not used to seeing my loved ones anymore, and I can't even give my bestest proper hug, like a whole body hug. And I was like, oh, that's not a good sign. So yeah, physical touch has always been a challenge for me. And I feel like it's better in recent years, but I do know that you can revert anytime if you're not actively practicing things. So yeah, I was like, oh, I hope she didn't feel that.
Oh no, girl. I know you love me. You're obsessed.
Yeah. Vice versa. I was just like, oh, I need a hug. Literally. I'm like, yes. You don't hug. Like, you don't even know how to give a hug.
And it's so crazy because like the first time I came to see you earlier this year, like leaving the airport where we were like both broken down. And like we were hugging so tight. Like it was just like, I can't leave. You were like, I can't leave. I was like, I don't know what's going on. Like, what's going on here? Like it was just like that. Like you realize like you missed the person like so much. Yeah.
That was a moment because
that was a moment.
I almost got on the plane with you, right?
Yeah, girl, I was ready. I was about to open up that suitcase and just put you.
Sure, I was about to go right up in the airport with you. So yeah, but I mean, I feel like as I build out my friendships and my life, that's something else. And physical touch, it can be misconstrued in all types of ways, but it's really a physical, loving touch towards anyone that you care about.
Yes, and I'm manifesting for you because I know, and I'm put it in the atmosphere. Once my brother-in-law, wherever he is, if you are listening to this, PSA, when you, my girl, really fully, you're in your soft girl era energy now. But when my brother-in-law comes, I think I hope, I pray, because we know I've been very behind this podcast. You and I've talked how I've been praying certain prayers for my girls. And I want someone who touches you physically.
Yeah.
In the softest, sweetest, gentlest way, who wants to hold your hand, kisses your hand, kisses on your cheek, kisses on your head. I am manifesting that for you.
Just extra with it.
Just extra with it. Just extra. I'll be just cute.
Because they would have to tear, they would have to tear down some walls, literally.
Exactly.
They were like, oh, this girl don't hug. She don't, I do. But wait a minute.
Yeah. Wait a minute. And that shows they're patient. And that's what we want, a patient partner. Yes. Loving side.
Yeah. So, but also too, probably words of affirmation. And I hate to go back to like childhood, but sometimes the things you don't receive, they do carry on. You either do them overly in your adulthood or you still carry it into, your adulthood and you don't do it as much as you probably really want. So I've been working on that too. Like, I'm like,
yes,
let me send a word of affirmation. Let me check in, like you said, like let me make sure I'm hyping you up the way you hype me up. So,
and hyping yourself up. And like you talked about that, your affirmation app that you have, that's even hyping yourself, because I do think as women, Black women, sometimes growing up in the Black household, you don't hear those affirmations. Like, you might hear, oh, she's cute, whatever, that cute little girl. But it is important to tell yourself, like, I'm a beautiful woman. I'm a beautiful person, because it starts with us before we can even give it to anyone else. So that's
talk is really serious too.
It is
really this is not something I came up with, but they say like, life, yourself is the person that you do the journey with the longest. So if you're not really loving yourself, hyping yourself, doing all these love languages and everything else for yourself, who else is going to want to do it for you? And that's really where I'm at, like, personally. Let me go ahead and give myself the life that I want. Let me love on myself the way that I would want someone else. So when they come in, they already know the standard.
That part. Y'all heard it here first.
All of it ain't mine.
Well, you're adopting it. We've adopted it.
We're adopting mindset.
Yes. So we talked about how love languages from what we experienced when we were younger can trickle or not trickle into now. Do you think as you've gotten older that your love languages have changed?
Yes, absolutely. I want a lot of what I didn't have, period. Like, I want a lot that, even though I don't give physical touch, I want someone to hug me every day. Like, I want somebody to cuddle me every single day. I want quality time. When I first got into love languages, quality time was big for me, but it's funny, like you said, they changed. Like, acts of service is big for me now, but I guess more in my soft girl era, like, quality time really shows me what you're about. So I do think they change, even in seasons. But it definitely, I feel like it's derived from things that I probably didn't have as much of.
Yeah.
So I do think that they change.
Yeah. I agree. So mine was, you know how I love giving gifts? I used to love receiving gifts. And I'm going to specifically talk about for men. And and I used to think, oh, because you bought me this Tiffany's, whatever, that means you really are into me. You really like me. Oh, you bought me a pair of red bottoms. Oh, you bought me that Chanel. Yeah, he loved me, girl. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. No. That was a hush gift. No, sir, that's what
we're talking about hush gifts.
Yes. Those
yeah, hush gifts are interesting.
Yes, those were stop nagging me kind of gifts. Though, and to me, I used to think, oh, he bought me all this stuff. Like there was one guy I was dating, and he would buy me. I could text him, buy me this. Okay, it'll be at my door the next day. But I never spent time with him. Never had quality time with him. Couldn't even get him on the phone. Oh, nothing. And then now I look at it, I'm like, this dude really was not into me. He really didn't like me. The quality time we would spend would be on his terms.
Oh, I hate that.
So then the gifts would be because I would be saying how, oh, you don't do this, or oh, we don't do that, or oh, we don't do, and he'd be like, all right, I'm gonna take you to here and get you something. All right, girl. And then as you get older, you realize you're like, okay, he wasn't really into me. And to show you how much that my gift, like me giving gifts now I love, but the receiving, I could really care less. A lot of the gifts my exes have given me, I've actually given them away.
Good. You better get that energy about.
One of them, yes, three of them in one day disappeared. I went out to dinner. This is a story. I went out to dinner with Elsie, Lily, and Elsie's partner. And I had the things that my ex had bought for me, jewelry pieces. And my feet were hurting badly. Like we were having a good night. We were out in the town, and we were like, we could walk from this place to that place. I said, absolutely. And so at some point, Lily picks me up on his back because my feet hurt. I don't realize it till I go to the bathroom, and I'm like, oh my God, where's the bracelets? You know me, I wear a stack. So it's like, I know my bracelets, and I'm like, oh my God, where are the bracelets? I was wearing them. I didn't take them off. I think when he picked me up, they just fell.
Yeah, they broke. They were supposed to.
The ring, I went to wash my hands. I usually put lotion on. I think I left the ring in the bathroom. I called the restaurant the next day. They were like, there's no ring. And we couldn't find it. I said, this is God.
Yeah.
These were things that were, and I believe in symbolism of things like that. Like these are things that need to be shedded away because they're useless for me in my present day. And so I recently just did a big giveaway, a consignment, and I had a guy who I was dating, who I thought I was infatuated with. I had a lot of pieces from Tiffany from him, a lot, necklaces, jewelry, like the whole lot. And I took them to consignment and sold all of them. I don't have not one piece. And I remember he bought me this love necklace that I used to love. It said love on it. And I used to love wearing it. And I looked at it, and when I took it to consignment, she was like, you want to sell this one? It's so pretty. I was like, that love is no longer. Yeah. She was like, yeah. She was like, I get that. And so now I don't have nothing, not nada, because them gifts, that type of hush gift, that type of quiet gift, it don't mean nothing. Someone who really loves you, there's a way to give a gift that's meaningful, like Ray said, but those were just hush gifts. So I just want to give that little example of, there's the change and what we think we want and what sometimes we really need. And it definitely was not that. So
I don't blame you, girl. Definitely you did right by getting rid of it. Cause like you said, symbolism and energy, like some of that stuff be tied in. Just thinking about, okay, off topic, but like I used to keep a box of like all letters from Back in the day, I had some jailhouse letters, y'all. Jailhouse letters, cards, pictures. It was when I moved here to Florida. I said, none of this is coming. Like, I literally was like, all this X stuff got to go. Like,
to go.
The pictures, the memories, just get rid of it. It's just, it's taking up space and energy that you need to, let up for cleanse for whatever is coming. So yeah, I love that. I can relate, really. Get rid of it. But last one. So how do you personally like to receive love from your friends? And do you think they know?
They know. I think now, like I said, I don't care about the gifts now. I like receiving them, but I think the quality time I spend with my friends have become the gifts. So like, I like when we go on the trips because that's the quality time. That is the gift, right? Like, that's what I like. I love to, now the physical touch, of course, I'm going to hold my friend's hand walking down the street. I'm going to cuddle my friends, kiss my friends, love my friends. I also really love the words affirmation from my friends, like getting texts of being like, I'm proud of you. You did that. Like, you really are, you just hold this together so well. Like it matters. So yeah, I think my friends know. There is not 1 ounce of my friends who don't know. And I think that's just because I have very close friends to me. So it's like, those are my sisters, y'all know. And my guy friends too. Because my guy friends, I know I'd be leaving them out, poor things. But my guy friends too, because they check on me. Do you get what I mean? Like, they'll call me. I'm like, why is he randomly FaceTime me? Oh, maybe because he's thinking of you. Answer the phone. Answer the call, Ashley. I'm like, why is he calling me? I'm like, because I haven't talked to him in 3 weeks. Got it. Hi, friend. Like, so my friends definitely know. And the quality time, I love it. I love getting my friends together. What about you, Ray? Do you think your friends?
I feel like my friends know. I have a couple of new friends.
Yes.
And I feel like they've picked up really quickly. Like, the quality time is big for me. They're not really in the acts of service stage yet because then, it's but some have, like, I'm gonna get ready to move and my one friend's like, hey, come put some stuff in my garage. So it's not, so the movers don't charge you extra $1,000 for for the little stuff. So just things like that. And yeah, so I think they know. And I like to receive, love is love. As long as it's genuine and coming through, like you really care, and I call, you pick up, you're understanding. That's enough for me right now.
Yeah. I feel that one. And I agree with that one too. Like, that's enough. Just like you said, giving the grace as the bonus love language. Yeah.
For grace, yes.
Yes. So I agree. Okay. Not going to forget.
Yes.
Item of the month. What are we loving?
This episode was so hype. I feel like, oh my, item of the month is not as hype, but it's been a study item for me. So I just almost finished Chelsea Kurt's book. Okay. May she rest in peace. She is the Miss USA who died by suicide.
Yes. Oh, yes.
I believe 2019. So her mom put this book out. It is a telling of her journey as a successful, beautiful, smart woman dealing with high functioning depression, which I think a lot of women suffer from, especially really those in these successful, big, grand scheme of things. Really, reading the book is like, it's almost like myself talking in my head.
Wow.
Yeah. And it reminded me how far I've come. Like, those self-sabotaging thoughts that she's having almost daily. Everything is really, really an interesting read. All the time. She's on top of the world and still isn't, doesn't feel like she's on top
not good enough.
Yes.
Not enough.
She feels like, I need to do more. Girl, she also talked about how her man was playing her and making her believe. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm just like, women, this is why we have to stick together. This is why you have to check on that quality time, words of affirmation, all the love languages you need to pour into your sister, because behind the scenes, they could be dealing with getting played, being lied to, negative self-talk, and like, really rest in peace to her soul.
Wow.
She did leave us with this book, but it's really telling. And for me, it just reminds me that pour into the people that you say you love, and check on your strong friends. It's a thing. It's not a myth. It's a thing.
That's amazing. I have to check that out.
It's good.
Yeah, that could be a good read. It sounds like a great read. Not could be. It sounds like a great read.
It's good. It's very engaging. And, I will say this, for those who are listening, trigger warning on it, of course. I'm not to the end, so I don't know if that's talked about in the end. I doubt it, the way the book is going. But it is, from the voice, from the mind of a person struggling with high functioning depression, which is a thing.
Wow. Seems very reflective.
It really is.
Yeah, I have to check that out. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome. How about you?
Mine, I have been wearing Leafy Fitwear, which is this cute, you can see it now, this like cute little.
Oh, it looks very comfy.
Yes. So this Fitwear, I guess, active wear, it is dedicated to encouraging self-confidence, and also like through their like vibrant and eye-catching colors. So as you see, like this color,
orange is beautiful.
Yes. And it's not just like a fitness brand, it's a lifestyle brand. I would say this fabric is amazing. I am someone who really struggled with body image, but I'm not the skinniest, I'm not the biggest, right? But I've always been self-conscious about wearing things like this in the gym, like wearing the crop top with the legging, or wearing the biker short with the thing, or wearing the one piece to the gym. And this set that I bought, I just tried a few recently. I wore them out in public. Like when you told me, when we spoke earlier this week, and I had on, my hair was slicked back and I had on that was one of theirs.
Yeah. And you were looking good.
Yes.
Earlier this week, I said,
yes, honey, that was one of theirs. So it's just like the fabric, it does do exactly what they say. It gives you confidence. It really does. I think, I don't know if it's made by women, but it has to be, because you can tell by the way like I, even just like this, I don't have a bra on with this.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
Yeah, like it shapes you well, it fits you well, it's comfortable. You could work out in it, you could go run errands in it. They have an array of options and colors, and vibrant, bright, that make you feel good and feel like you look good. And I've always kind of struggled with activewear, because I feel like now in a world we see like very, very, very tiny people, which is nobody's shaming on them, but I do not fit that mold. And I can't wear certain things that I'm like, oh, that's really cute. But then it's like, well, what are the options for me? And sometimes there are none. Especially being like a more top heavy woman. It's like, I can't wear that little bralette. Like that.
Well, girl,
I can't. I just can't. Yeah. So I need something with a little bit more coverage. So I've been loving their activewear, their lifestyle wears, they will call it. And their price point is very reasonable. Very reasonable. Really love their price point. So go check them out. Really love their stuff. So that's...
Yeah, I can't wait to check them out, because I definitely want some nice fitting.
It fits
so well. Because, girl, I still give on Navy. I don't be trying to...
But Old Navy has nice stuff.
Yeah.
They just sell out some quickly sometimes.
Yeah, but I know with some of these lines that, are pure active.
Yeah.
Like, they fit more to...
They do.
The body.
Like, I think you would really like one of these.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely check them out. I want to...
Yeah.
Sets.
Yeah, and it just looks put together. Like, I feel like I'm in my put together going to the gym era. I used to just wear a t-shirt and leggings. No. I want the matching
little look.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The set with the headband, with the socks, with the shoe. That's what I want to get.
They were saying that the set so give a lot of people motivation too. So
it does.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I was looking in the mirror, I'm like, Even the mail. I was at one of my rental properties. Even the mailman was like, "You look good." He's like, "That color is nice." He's like, "You look nice." I said, "Thank you." Yeah, confident, all up in this. So good for them. Good for them.
Please send me the link when we.
I will definitely send you the link, honey. Yes. So we have a little bit of homework for y'all. We want to know, what is your bonus love language? What's the one thing that makes you feel the most loved?
Yes, we can't wait to hear. Looking forward to reading those DMs and comments.
Yes.
And also, you always DM, email us on all social medias at Her Side of the Story RA. And we will love to speak with y'all. We'll talk back.
Yes. We're friendly. We don't bite. And of course, as always, thank you guys for listening, and we will catch you on the next one.
Bye.
If you enjoy listening to the podcast, follow us on social media at Her Side of the Story RA. And don't forget to rate the podcast and subscribe. Thank you. See you next time.